Hello, everyone. Welcome to the
That was
stream.
the most stressful countdown you've ever put me through.
Why? What was wrong with it?
What? Well, for one, you just started it, and then you were like 3, 2, 1. Hello, everybody.
Oh, amazing! It didn't.
Didn't feel like that long for you, but I was waiting forever.
It didn't pick up me cracking open this can of soda, did it?
Oh no, it didn't.
Oh, that was
the
why.
crack went unnoticed.
That was why I paused. I guess that noise gate's working.
Wow. Hashtag noise gate, everybody.
Oh, it's nice to see you all here.
Yeah, hey, what's up, everybody?
Oh God, there's some pizza debris on my desk.
Debris.
Debris.
Everybody mourn the debris. It's another Monday night, everybody.
It sure is that. Oh,
We did it. We survived the joy of the weekend, and now we're on that wonderful, wonderful grind set again.
we're on that grind that we all love because we all
She
love
says,
to
giving
get money.
an anemic thumbs up and then falling over and falling asleep.
Sinking into the soup and
Sinking
giving
into
his
the
thumbs
soup.
up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's better.
The soup is my bed.
It's better.
I have a water bed and it's full of minestrone.
It's
Don't at
better
me.
to soup in the sink than sink in the soup. What?
I guess that's true, because you'd probably drown if you sunk into soup, and that sucks probably more than throwing out a whole bunch of soup into your sink drain.
Is a bath
a soup? It is. It's a broth.
hey, we're getting dangerously close to literal McElroy bit. They had a whole thing about swimming in soup and just how good or gross it would be.
It's definitely a broth, because it's like a human broth.
Mm-hmm.
You know how that works.
I like the thought of being in the soup and being a matzo ball.
Oh. I want to be
a matzo ball.
A matzo ball. I want to be an Italian wedding. No, I don't. What? I hate that soup. Have you ever had Italian wedding soup?
No.
Is
there a special Italian wedding soup?
It is. It's called Italian wedding soup. And it's...
Is it made of Italian weddings?
It's made of Italians. Well, it's got, like... I guess... I don't even know what it's got in it. It's got, like...
Great.
Spinach and Italian sausage, maybe, or just meatballs, and it's good, but it's really greasy. There's like a film of grease at the top of this soup, and
I feel like
not a fan.
I feel like you should skim. Beep beep. I feel like you should skim that off.
Maybe, but I've never had it skimmed before.
Oh, you've only had whole soup.
Only whole soup.
Oh, round meatballs, chicken, pearly pasta, orzo? Have I ever been to an American wedding? I can't say that I have. Been to plenty of Scottish weddings.
Been to an American wedding? Have I ever been to a wedding? I think maybe one when I was like 10. I think when my aunt got married.
I was at my brother's wedding when I was like 15 or 16, and I got absolutely smashed off of champagne. And this was a problem because I was the event's videographer also.
Oh no.
This is, to be frank, more on my brother than anything else, because you hand the camera to a 16-year-old at an event with an open bar and apparently lacks morals on serving alcohol to underage kids.
Excellent.
One thing I do remember about that whole thing is that caught on tape is me arguing with my mum that no, I'm not going to go and get up and joining the dancing, because apparently I'd set the camera down still recording at some point and hadn't realised it, so it was just like a 10 to 15 minute slice of no, I'm not going to go up and dance, I don't want to.
Oh my god.
Oh god. I am not going by Frank, I am Jax. Meow.
Meow.
Oh. Let's get into Roots of Pacha. We made folks wait a little longer because I had to
battle that pizza.
I had to battle that pizza.
Let's do it. You know, I had the unique Sonic experience of listening to this like these ancient marimbas playing alongside that Green Day song. What even was playing? I don't remember. My memory is soup and Italian. My brain is an Italian wedding. But basket case, and
Yeah.
marimba and ancient cave music, and honestly, can't tell the difference. 65 million BC, 1994,
I don't see the
equivalently far
difference.
away.
Love is love.
Love is love.
I think
Time
you need
is
to
fake.
ready up. Yeah.
Already you're
What will you ready, my love?
up. Already up.
Oh,
Don't
thank
do
you.
it. I'm sorry.
It's okay. You've attended a Final Fantasy XIV wedding. Oh, that does sound good.
Ah, that's fun.
The only problem is that there's no food laid
Soup.
on at those.
Yeah, there's no Final Fantasy wedding soup.
Dagoth was protecting her privacy.
Oh, good for him. Ah, so what were we doing last
I
time?
have no earthly idea.
I've really been enjoying this game a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It is just Cave Do story, but in the best possible way.
Mm-hmm.
I have turds in my inventory. What am I going to do about that?
God.
Ooh, hey, I could invent all kinds of things right now.
What? What? Why? like dysentery?
Yeah, like typhoid.
Oh.
I'm gonna not do that instead.
Please don't.
Invent with turd.
Oh. Cholera. That was a thing, actually, wasn't? Oh, God. There
I'd love
was
to water these purple worms.
There was a water pump somewhere in London, and I forget where the hell it was, which is a shame because I used to work around about that area. It was rotten with cholera. So,
Cool.
yeah.
Like contemporarily?
Oh no, ages and ages ago.
Oh, okay.
We haven't.
I feel like that could be said of most water sources throughout
Yeah.
Great Britain, but
Yeah, it was one of the first pathology cases in the modern era, and one confounding factor was someone from decently far away who was also suffering, and it turned out that she'd been traveling specially to get the water from the infected well because she preferred the flavor.
ugh.
So, amazing. I can't remember the exact story, but you know, just you saying I'm gonna invent cholera was made me think, oh.
And that person's name was Sleek Key Monster. Hey, I found Gelrod who wants to do that racing thing.
Let's
You wanna do
race
that racing
Gelrod,
thing?
yeah. Where is he?
Just walk by.
Oh, that was him. Okay. Let's go.
Oh, the past kind of sucked, huh? Yeah, it's kind of
Yeah.
sucked a little bit.
Broad Street, yeah.
This is the spot I think will be perfect to race. You all can go down there, and I'll instruct you how to do it from here.
Instruct us. Why don't you join us?
I want to give people a chance to win.
So you're afraid to lose?
That's ridiculous.
Skyrim Nord NPC looking ass. Yeah, kinda. Oh.
Well, I took the high road, you took the low road.
I'll be in
Nothing
Scotland
particular
before-
happened. Oh, this is great.
Hmm.
Oh my god. She's going fucking crazy. Okay, I hit a rock and got very sad about it.
This is just like Chocobo racing.
I'm doing so bad. Oh, I had a cactus.
Oh no, not your cactus. Your cactusy.
My cactusy.
I am very good at racing, it turns out.
Ah, nice. I'm at least better than the dude on the ostrich at it.
Hey, you came not dead last.
Yay. Why did this dude put programmer thigh highs on his ostrich?
The ostrich is trans.
Fair. Great race. Next time, make sure you give yourself more space on the corners.
What fucking corners? There was an up and there was a down.
We haven't invented corners yet.
And why exactly should we listen to you?
So you can improve your racing. I love you just a little bit now.
Then race.
My heart blossomed. ... Fine. No punctuation. Don't cry when you lose.
That won't be a problem.
This is too easy. You have to at least try to catch up.
The
What
face
the
Jellerod
fuck?
makes when you say you don't like the mead with the juniper berries mixed in from milk. Jellerod, did I give myself enough space on the corners?
You stole my llama's legs. Whatever.
Don't be like that. It's just a race.
Oh, Ron Jeremy? Like her because she looks gay. Hell yeah.
I think she
She
is.
could be.
I think she's in Girls with Wolf Lady here.
She's, no, that's somebody else, but I think this one is romanceable.
Ah.
So she could be gay.
You just need some practice. Doing this more often would be fun. I think Reese and the others would want to join. And
I
probably
want to
Jellerod
grab
once he
you
calms
by
down.
the edges of your mustache and just swing you around like airplane.
And so long gay Bowser him.
Yeah. Just fling him into the sunset. How about Jizu and I organize some friendly competitions every other Saturday? Oh, yeah, that sounds great. What's Saturday?
Yeah, right. No, we already invented the days of the week, apparently.
Oh,
We had a
yeah.
whole bit about that. Previous stream. 'Cause of course we did. This land is so beautiful. We'll do well
This
here.
land is your land.
Throw his gall looking ass. His ass drinking magic potion.
Yeah, it seems like we've got one or two of each like ancient culture.
Mm-hmm.
We've got a couple of old Norse folks, a couple of old Gauls, at least one like fucking Gaelic son of a bitch.
Mhm.
I don't know.
Do we have any Goths or Picts? Probably.
It's quite likely. Where's our house that I don't technically live in yet?
Crying.
When do we get to
below.
upgrade that? There it is.
We gotta speak to Bob the Builder and see what he says. Here he is. A great building starts with great lumber.
Grumber.
Sound like a fucking Home Depot commercial, bud.
Yeah, really.
Okay, oh yeah, we need 80 flint and 150 wood to
Oh,
upgrade it.
shit. I have
Also,
50
like,
flint up my ass right now.
A bunch of contributions.
I've got the cycling,
The cycling?
the sickle.
Ah,
Get a bucket too. Huzzah.
okay, we need to get a bunch of contributions because, like, the hut upgrade, the hut grade.
Hot grade. See if I can
costs
cook
a lot.
anything for us.
Yeah. I guess I might fish.
A sound plan. Oh, you have nothing we can cook right now.
Puppy.
Bubbies.
Trust us enough. Can I make friends with the puppy?
We do have some cooked food in here. Should I contribute that?
Yeah, go for it, I think. A Bubby from Half-Life. Exactly. A Bubsy from video games.
Wow.
I should have brought my riding pig out here. Oh well. What could possibly go wrong?
So much, dear Bubsy.
For more Bubsy, check out our Ocarina of Time online streams.
Ah, I got hair off of my pig.
Nice. You have such a big fire in your village. Doesn't that seem dangerous? I mean, if you put it like that, I guess. Did I say Ocarina of Time or Ocarina Online? I said both. Ocarina of Time Online.
A current of Tamon. Sweet. What do I do with a bunch of pig hair?
I don't know. What's it say?
It's rough fur, but it's very warm.
Gotta be clothing. What am I doing all the way out here? Fish. And also explore.
Splish.
Oh?
You've discovered chitons.
What the fuck?
Chitons.
Shy creature can usually be found hiding around rocks. They're still in their shell after all.
What
Neat.
is it?
Some kind of shellfish. Oh, the girl at the tree, not us. Also a good question.
Oh shit. This boar fur goes for a fuck ton.
Wait, seriously?
I got 4 pieces and they each go for 99 handprints.
Oh.
Where's your pig? I might have done your... Oh yeah, I did do your pig already.
Oh.
Whoa! Oh my god, I just watched you obliterate it. Scary.
I just
Exploded in a puff of smoke.
just summoned the pig to me. That was all. Just a little summoning.
The pork summons.
Oh.
For the hog.
If you get sent a pork summons by government, is that better or worse than a jury summons?
Not a lot's worse than a jury summons.
Understandable.
Didn't we finish something with the Jombly?
Oh yeah, we got a little buff in there. I think you
Oh, that's right. We got that funny amulet or whatever.
Yeah. Did you equip it?
I did.
Good. They do that if you're getting turned into a pig, like in Spirited Away, so better than jury duty. Yeah.
Ah.
And then it's like, oh sweet, fat of the hog. I love that these are described as tummy medicine herbs.
I know, it's for your tummy.
Aw, you Neolithic people got a sore tummy.
Oh,
Aw.
you have a little interior narrator who's going, "Tummy requires medicine."
Construct additional tummy ache. That's what I say when I'm staring down my plate of wings and I've already eaten too many? Question mark.
Sounds about right.
Oh, the biggest belt.
The biggest belt.
Oh my god, you bought the... Wait, did we start with the coconut hat? I think we started with the coconut hat,
We
right?
started with a coconut hat, yeah.
Is the gay girl these two girls' daughter? Let's see. Wow, there's still like 2 people I've not met.
Oh no.
No. Yuck. No. Oomst. Oh, she's the leader's daughter. There. God forbid Neolithic women do anything.
Okay. Important lesson learned. I cannot shear wild animals.
Oh. There we go. I have contributed to society in my own little way.
Huzzah. Me too. Can you see all of the sticky notes with little smiley faces drawn on them that I put in there?
Yeah. What are those for?
Everybody gets one.
Ah. I can't believe you invented sticky notes. And
It's really just a piece of grass with honey on one end of it. But here we are. That's not our house.
but it could be.
It's a good thing we haven't invented ownership or privacy yet. You can just walk in on people. This is... Oh, wait, I can't sleep in our house.
You can't even sleep in it? Oh no! I thought you could at least sleep in it if I wasn't sleeping in it.
Go to bed here. Go to bed with my wife. In completely separate beds.
Crying.
Ooh, Village Lightning is almost a thing.
Ooh.
Oh, wow, we made a lot of money today.
No, we made a lot of contributions.
Oh, we made a lot of handprints.
They're different.
They are different. I like that as a symbol for that, because it's like those caves in Spain, is it? That have all those people's handprints on the wall.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite just things ever.
They're just like...
We're here.
Potatoes knowledge!
Oh boy, we've advanced our potato technology in this game too.
God. Carrot knowledge.
I like the way they just kind of get sucked back into the earth when we pick them. That was awful.
I don't know what it is. Farm Sim refers to stuff that you pick potatoes with a potato technology. And having this call this just potato knowledge. It just feels good.
It feels very good.
It tickles my funny bones.
I have bucket. Render bucket unto me. Bucket master, bless you.
Thank you. Ugh. Sorry about that, chat. It was one of those ones that was like, uh, uh, uh. And I was like, you're not going to do anything, are you? And then it did.
No, heart. Actually, yes. Blast.
Sneeze blast.
I am going to go to the caves and hit rocks.
I think I shall do this also. Actually, what does our... Oh, okay, so our knowledge of things lets us see how long it'll take for a thing to be harvestable.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I guess we start off knowing when they'll grow and something, Bob's your uncle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna make some mixed salads with carrot and carrot and carrot.
Variety is the spice of life, after all.
Sure do be. Sure do be.
Sure do be.
Now, to empty these 2 loose salads into the big contribution pot. Stares sadly at the poops in my inventory. Wonders why I picked those up and doesn't really know what to do with them.
Why have you not put those in the chest in our house?
Because it's where we store the food!
Yeah.
Jezebel.
I guess I haven't figured out that that's bad yet.
Yeah, we haven't invented knowing that poop yucky.
Oh. It'll be shockingly long before humanity figures that one out. I was just thinking that, like, there has to be some kind of point where... Because, like... Instinctively we react to... Oh, this is a smelly smell, I don't like this smell. Oh my god, that boar has one hell of a curly hair.
Yeah, they're awesome.
I didn't mean to attune, but okay, I'll play music for you, boar. Hey, have they spelled potatoes with an extra E? Have they Dan Quailed it? Is potatoes plural?
Has an E on the end.
Okay, okay. And how did Dan Quayle spell potatoes real bad?
I don't know.
Oh, he used potato with an E on the end as a singular. That was it, wasn't it?
A potato.
Potato.
Wait, what?
What?
You can shake the trees. Why didn't I realize you could shake the trees?
Oh,
Oh my god.
it's a whole new world.
It's a whole new world. A world of Planko.
Owl's Preamble, I guess, is where we're at.
Elvis's preamble. Oh yeah, he wants fish.
Ah. Well, I'll tell you what I don't have.
Well.
Oh wait, this guy will have a potato, I think. Fuck, I cooked the... Oh no, carrot as well would do the trick. So where do I... Yeah, you're rooting for us. Where the potato go?
Oh, this is the other guy. Hello.
Hello. Oh my. Okay, yeah, this fellow wants a fish.
I don't know if that's supposed to suggest 3 different fish that he wants.
Oh,
or
maybe.
just 3 fish.
Let's see. I think just 3 fish. Let's scoot our boots outside and see.
Hey, that's not how Flint works at all. It's what were you doing with Flint?
I was
How dare you?
hitting rocks and picking up flint. Flint just kind of
It's fine.
sticking out of the sides of rocks.
Yeah, it's
Flint-
true.
Flint is definitely not a thing that occurs in a seam
Stones.
in other rocks. I mean, on a large enough scale, yeah, I guess, but
Not like this.
not like this.
Really, we should just be looking in riverbeds. IIRC
Yeah.
for Flint.
Okay, so hopefully 3 fish of any type will do the trick. It does occur sometimes in nodules and rock, but not like that, and not in that type of rock. Can't make the punch gravel blocks joke again.
Oh, hammer!
You
New
can.
record by Jax.
Yeah.
What?
It's
Oh
type
yeah,
fish.
there's a fish that's a hammer. Sure.
I don't think it works well as a tool. I haven't tried. Okay.
I would like it if it did. Well, I do have another 30 bits of flint, so we've got that part of the house upgrade on lockdown.
Nice. We just need the, 5,000 contributions and what have you.
5,000.
Have we invented hammers first, or is this saying the fish came
We
first?
have. I forgot to use it while I was in here. God damn it.
Eat up, totem, we love you. Oh. Oh, you do want 3 different fish. Fuck.
Shit. Uh-oh. Jax, I have bad news.
Huh?
I'm lost in the cave.
How?
I'm not going to be able to find my way out. I'm going to die in here. Oh, wait, no, I'm here. Never mind. It's fine.
Yeah, bud, you're rooting for us, but where's the put things down upon thing for this one? I can tell this is a puzzle. I just can't tell where to interact with the puzzle to solve it. Maybe we gotta deal with the owl first. Oh! Is it... What if I put a carrot on the owl pedestal as well? That would be confusing. Oh, yep,
Carrot
it likes
fish.
that.
Oh.
Okay, so he wants fish, he wants a root, and he wants wood, maybe? Was there another room before this one? There must have been.
There's one down. Well, that's just a painting. That's nothing.
Well, maybe it is specifically fish, root, fish? Oh.
Oh, maybe it's the. Oh! Hang on a second. I'm having a brain.
Uh-huh.
Um, the wall where it showed us. Okay, yes, the wall where it showed us roots are cool has a special symbol on it that's like a G with a dot.
Oh.
So those different symbols are associated with different requirements. Because the armadillo statue has the G with the dot.
Right,
root vegetable.
right. Yeah, I see it. Okay.
And then the infinity symbol with the lower dot, that's fish. Or the bow tie, I guess. Bow tie, lower dot. Very clever.
Oh. Hey, what was... Okay, yeah. And what was the G?
So the G was a... Oh, the G wasn't a root vegetable. It looks like this circle.
Yeah,
a
root vegetable is a circle, and then there's a G.
Let me look at the G again.
There is an earlier one in the cave?
Yeah, it's just south of the Glyptodon statue. Oh, it might be tree stuff. Yeah, it is tree stuff. Pine cone or fruit or whatever.
Shoot. Do I have pine... I got plenty of pine cones. Oh my god, what did I hit to change my belt? Because I have managed to change my goddamn
Should
belt.
be tab.
No, that's cycling through my implements of destruction. Oh, it's when I've got the... Right.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it now. There we go.
Big lab.
You ready to start the challenge? Oh my god. Oh yeah, the owl statue's only got one of the requirements, though. I think? Unless it has all three and I'm just being daft. Also, thank you for the first time chat.
Oh. Yeah, if you look up or press the EQ, it does cycle through them all.
Oh, you're kidding me. Oh,
yeah,
god, okay. Hey, can you start the challenge?
Can I start the challenge?
Yeah, it says waiting for you.
Oh. Didn't tell me you were waiting for me.
Well, I mean, I told you.
You did. I thought you were reading chat. May borrow my power with the round platforms. You'll need it to complete my challenge. Oh, God. You know, I thought the Glyptodon statue kind of looked like Turtle Rock in Link to the Past, and this feels like that dungeon, too. Guide the light by twisting the pillars. And return it to me. Good luck, young ones. Young guans.
Young ones. Okay.
Well, here's hoping that time has paused.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool.
Oh, are we gonna get this when we're outside of this cave too, or is this just in here? Okay, this is the source. We can't manipulate that any further.
The source.
So...
Okay.
There's not much use we can do with rotatoing that potato, so...
Let's see. But we do that, and then this one can go...
What's this funny fella have to say? Sometimes it helps to work backward from where you want to go. Yeah, but...
You know, you're so right. But also,
But this one seems like a baby puzzle for...
Baby puzzle for babies.
Watch me eat those words in like 5 minutes when we're despairing and still haven't figured it out. And...
No, I did something like this in physics class once. You
Dang.
need like a mirror maze with the light laser.
Why?
Physics.
Okay.
I'm trying to get the courage to talk to Mr. Owl. I'm such a huge fan. Love the
Maybe
way
you-
he eats those candies.
Just the whole fucking thing. Just straight up.
Glorp.
Okay, now before you
You okay?
my eyes. Oh, that's no good.
Oh. Oh no.
Oh no.
Is this gonna turn off the whole grid? No, it's not. It's also not gonna help us. Oh boy.
Can it not go?
Surprisingly, no.
Shit.
So,
Okay.
it's gotta go up from here.
Gotta go up from here. Yeah, it's gotta go up from there. Oh, I got it. I got it.
Uh-huh.
Wait, which way is it? Is it coming from here? It is. I was following it backwards. We were close.
Oh.
Just following across here. This is fine. It's going down there. It's fine. Bum, bum, bum. I don't think that. Okay.
Let's see. So, yeah, either...
Okay, here it is. This is the one that needs to change.
Yeah?
Not you. There.
Oh, yep, there you go. You have done well, young ones. It's through your observations of the world that my light was returned. Go forth and help others see their own light.
Cool. Can we just as birds now?
Use this map to guide you in the caves.
You tell me what to do.
You're ready to use my power elsewhere. May it help you find what you seek.
Alright, time to pass out right here, right now.
Mm-hmm. Time to pass out
Lovely.
because my
Let's
phone...
get the fuck out of here.
It's gonna be like, you can't go anywhere, birds. Nope, we sure can't. Fuck.
Well, I found a cool... I'm hanging out with my buddy Don.
Hey,
Oh.
Trilla, I can't believe we finally met Mr. Owl. To use a similar map to make our cave... Oh, Toe, that's right. Uses a similar map to make our cave design meetings on time. Now you'll be able to check what doors are in each room and which ones are open. Now
Neat.
go use that owl power.
I think I'll pass out instead.
Passed out in a cave. She fell asleep standing up in a cave.
It's fine. Okay.
I don't worry about it. We got 38 handprints. Those are butt smacks, right? It's like a birthday. You get like one slap for every year. It's one slap for every bit of worth.
Wabbity babbity 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 babbity. We're gonna need to invest in a new butt.
These ancient humans seem to be incredibly well developed in terms of butt harming technologies. I'm also a bucket harvest. I'm so excited. Look at me bucketing.
I'm so proud of you. Now we are a family again.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Excellent. Ah, is this rhubarb?
I forget.
Awesome. Beets.
Ah, like the thing that was occurring to your butt in this hypothetical.
Yeah. They've become real and plants.
Ooh, these are good to go.
I think that one. No? Not on the quinoa?
Nope.
The quinoa?
The kumbumba.
The what? The kumboba?
I panicked and said it real bad. I'm sorry.
You said it about the worst it could possibly have been said. I'm going to cook a fish. I'm going to do it the twice. Roasted fish. Roasted fish. I feel like this. I guess it's probably going to be worth more than any single raw fish, but. Okay.
I was hoping for
Oh, right next
more of a
to
reaction.
the olive.
Our single olive.
I want olive.
It's not a cherry. It's not on top.
Olives are like the cherry of the martini world.
Yeah, but you shouldn't serve it on top of poop.
No. Please upgrade our house. What is how many? Oh, we're very close apparently.
To what?
To Oh wait. Oh, I thought we needed total contribution. Oh, we just need to save up.
Yeah.
We need to save up a lot, it turns out. Alright.
Yeah.
Let's fucking go.
Having lights around the village is going to be so pretty and helpful.
So village.
Destiny brought us here. Pacha made that clear with the structure in the jungle.
3 is the number of your fate.
Oh. What does that mean?
Ask
Huh?
the man in black.
Oh. Like Will Smith?
No? Like Randy Flagg. He knows.
Oh, is he in that movie?
In Men in Black? No. Randy Flagg? No. No, the man in black. Randy Flagg. Walter O'Dim. Merlin.
I know. I'm sorry, that was probably really mean of me.
Oh, you summoned a pig from... You just... heard that across the world. Gondor calls for aid, apparently.
Gondor calls for pig.
Gondor calls for pig. Gondor hungry.
Gondor calls for
The man in
barbecue.
black, you know, is Johnny Cash.
Also a good man in black.
Do you think... Yeah, do you think that's what Stephen King was channeling? Probably not.
I mean, he does also have a Crimson King, and a lot of other musical references in there.
It's true.
So, like...
What would Roland's stand be? She said, asking the stupidest, nerdiest question that definitely only 2 of us know what we're talking about right now.
Oh yeah, The Dark Tower, the very small and obscure novel that nobody's ever read.
Yeah. Fair. It's also like 7 parts, and each part is like 3,000 pages.
Yeah, Stephen King writes doorstops, and this is the doorstoppiest.
This book's the doorstoppiest. It is the...
Now, to
Block.
Sleet's credit, Awful World Kid, the thing that she was thinking about was the Dark Tower rather than JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Who do you think more people know about? Which one do you think more people know about?
That's a hard one. I feel like on the internet, JoJo's is a lot more visibly sort of popular, but those books were written over a course of like 40 years. So I feel like a lot of people had time to dip into those.
Yeah.
You know about the Dark Tower before JoJo's? That's because of the board game. That's fair.
Excuse me, there was a Dark Tower board game?
I don't think it was the Dark Tower board game, but there's a board game called the Dark Tower that's about like big tower.
Fair enough.
Jenga, yeah. Well, I was a dang fool today, it turns out.
How so?
I was like, I want to go over to the left side of the river here, I think, and I'm just going to cut through this chunk of land and cut up some rocks or whatever in my way. It'll be fine. And I'm completely out of energy, and I did not make it to the river.
Oh
So
no.
it's a complete waste of my whole butt. Dark Tower, a fantasy adventure born of electronic wizardry. Oh, I am. For the uninitiated, the Dark Tower, a 7-part series, 8 parts if you're a heathen, of apocalyptic sci-fi western fantasy novels by Stephen King, often noted as his magnum opus, is one of my favorite book series of all time. I especially love how he fucked me in the end of those books.
Oh? I don't remember that part.
I didn't think they were bad. Don't watch the movie that came out, though. That movie was a hot sack of sloppy joes.
I already got hit by a car. I just think that's interesting.
Yeah, it got a little wet and wild after he got hit by that car. He has a habit of writing not so great endings. That's incredibly true. And partway there on the Dark Tower, it got weird. I liked the specific ending well enough, I think, but it got weird.
I was not too fond of the complete diversion into flashback for a full novel.
See, I definitely get that because it feels like it breaks the pacing, but it's a very good
It's
story
so,
in its own right.
It's so good. I liked it a lot. I enjoyed it a lot. And I did devour it like the rest of the Dark Tower stuff. Yum yum yum. But also, it's like we're Roland. Why? Anyway,
Do you
I
think
think
Wizard and
Roland-
Glass was bad? Went through the keyhole. The 8th book, which is just nothing, is so much worse. Because it's like a storm happens and they need to hunker down, and he tells them a fairy tale for another 900 pages or so. It's completely irrelevant to anything. It was really bad.
Man, this is a lot of rocks. I should have made a hammer or something.
Hammer's pretty cool. I'm just walking around in circles like an idiot because I don't know what else to do. I don't have any energy.
I'm in cave. I ate a salad.
You salad eater.
Uh-huh. It gave me...
She's still in a cave.
salad.
Sneeder.
Bravery and determination are the two things you'll need going forward. Okay. Also a torch by the looks of it.
Your torch is named Bravery. Ooh. I found some citronella.
Ooh, yummy.
What the hell's down here?
Anyway, I think Roland's stand would basically just be the Emperor again.
Yeah, it kind of would. I just discovered sea kale, baby.
Oh.
Yeah, it would just be the Emperor again. Did we know that we could go to this beach? I've never been to this beach.
I've been on that beach a couple times.
And you never got sea kale?
I guess I missed the sea kale, or it hadn't grown yet.
Ooh, we gotta be... Scary word to say, Ron.
Oh, Christ!
Oh, hey, some of the visiting cave folk are kind of camped out on the beach here. It's fun.
Yeah. I love that little sea leaf.
Creators of Gloomhaven and Pandemic Legacy kickstarted of the Dark Tower board game. Seaquake Remo. That's exciting.
What would be... Actually, yeah, what would Roland's stand name be?
Oh. I kind of want to jump to Spaghetti Western and say that it's going to be like Ecstasy of Gold.
Oh.
Which I guess would be Happy Money Time.
I was going to say Happiness in Yellow or something like that, but yeah.
Happiness in Yellow.
Yeah, Ecstasy of Gold kind of fits is the thing.
It's kind of a rad name for a stand.
Mm-hmm.
Girl Stream Team would take this opportunity to mention that Sleet would be totally open to commissioning an art of Roland Deschain doing a JoJo pose.
Oh my god, yes.
HMU, if you know someone who would be willing to draw that.
They killed Flaccid Pancake? No.
It was like that when I got here.
Wait, what?
I have no idea. I'm just saying things.
I'm getting a drink. Keep saying things to chat.
Okay, hello chat. It's time for Things Talk with your pal Sleet. Did you know that whenever Jax leaves the room, I completely forget everything about myself, everything I've ever done or seen or read or even really thought about? It's quite amazing. I think she might have replaced my brain with a thing of GAC or maybe some Floam. You remember the hit 90s product Floam? And then she took my brain for herself and her nefarious deeds. So here I am, brainless, terrified, and ready to rumble, I guess. Smiling so big.
What did I miss?
Hello.
Hi.
Nothing. I love you.
Oh. Limp Bizkit's dub name used to be Flaccid Pancake and now it's Limp Bizkit. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, that's right. The Dark Tower. The shadowy tall thing. Let's go to bed with that.
Oh yeah.
New idea. Squeeze it until it's empty. What?
Oh, soft fruits are easy to get juice from, but Tari thinks there's a way to press harder things too. Potato things.
Oh boy, we can make potato juice.
Yay!
She said, frowning.
I love making Stardew Valley potato juice.
I love potato juice. Such a real thing that it is. It's my favorite part about it. I mean, I guess if we let it get kind of stinky. Oh my god.
Our beans knowledge.
I was just taking a morning constitutional through the village, and all of a sudden my beans knowledge improved.
You got
I
bean
doubled over in
blasted.
pain. I did like the Majora's Mask transformation scream. It's like beans facts entered my brain. Oh my god. It's a horror game, I think.
Wait, potato juice is toxic? I don't disbelieve that, honestly, but
Potatoes are poisonous if you don't cook them, so that stands to reason.
Hmm.
Or at least they're very, very bad for you.
they're not great for you.
Not strictly speaking that cooked potatoes are necessarily good for you, but actually, you know what? That's not true. This is completely unsubstantiated thing that I've learned from the internet, so it's definitely true. They
Uh-huh.
say that potatoes with salt and butter are nutritionally complete. Is that true? That can't be true. Saying it out loud, that's got to be wrong.
I mean, apparently there's a bunch of think piece articles about how it's very healthy.
To just eat buttered potatoes constantly.
Yeah.
That's why our essentially French fry based dietary economy is working out so well for us.
It's in shambles. Ah, the beverage noise made you get up and grab a soda? Hell yeah.
Yay. So ugly.
Where is the vitamin C in buttered potato? That's a good question.
It's in the
Uh-huh.
balls.
Well, you had an opportunity to give a real answer that could help our chat learn something. But you
That's
just
true.
said balls.
The exciting part about that is that I didn't know what the answer was.
That seems like a you problem. You should have known.
I guess I should have. What's happening?
What do you mean?
Oh, they're eating the grass. I think they were eating grass and I was just getting plant fibers off of it while I was petting the hogs. Stroking
Yeah,
my hogs.
it's kind of weird. They eat the grass and then we get the grass.
I guess they eat the good bits of the grass and we get the fibers left over.
Mm-hmm.
We'll make some sun-dried potatoes.
Hell yeah.
Does chat want a cool fun fact? I find this incredibly hilarious as just a historical, I don't know, quirk. Act of us thinking that we knew better than indigenous peoples when it comes to agricultural science, which is almost universally untrue. We all know and love how famous Mesoamericans were for loving corn quite a bit, because corn was what they had to eat, and eat it they did. A lot of the time, what they did was soak it in lime, which would it would both break down the shell around the kernels and also react with niacin, with something in the kernels to produce some vitamins that wouldn't be bioavailable otherwise. And it made what's called hominy, which sounds yummy to me. And it made a lot more digestible, a lot more nutritious. And that was basically how you ate hominy. You could still dry it out and make cornmeal out of it and all that sort of stuff. And when the Europeans showed up, they're like, hey, this corn shit's awesome. And they brought a bunch of it over to like colonies in Africa and stuff. And they're like, here, grow this corn and eat it. And they're like, okay. But they didn't send over the practice of the lime soaking.
Mm-hmm.
So it was really not very good to just eat
Corn.
So go us, I guess.
And
Is the
that's the lesson you have to learn today.
That's hominy facts with sleep.
Nixtamalization.
Yeah,
Is that the term?
nixtamalization.
Okay. Anyway,
Yeah.
my arms are so tired. I've been juicing fruit all day, but it got me thinking, what else could we juice if we had stronger arms? People? I have an idea on how to do it, but I could use your
Oh.
help getting some materials.
We gotta invent steroids now. We can beef up and really crush the hell out of these fruits.
Oh no, do you have 2 tomatoes? Do you have 2 tomatoes?
I have 2 mottos, actually.
Perfect. Then go talk to Tari in the big hut and help her with her idea. So ominous. You go mulch someone.
Hominominous.
Do, 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 do.
That's when you're being hunted by a corn monster. It's very hominominous.
Do, do, do.
Hominominous.
Do, 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 do.
Wait, where did you go? I need 4 wood.
Oh.
Jax, I need you to give me wood.
I don't know if you saw me.
No,
Hey,
were you
come
in
back.
there? Oh, damn it.
I entered the split second that you left.
Great. Please, I need you to stuff your wood under my belt. Come on. Thank you. Grog invent double entendre.
Didn't we have word bands set up for this stream?
We could just word ban ourselves.
I don't think we should.
Articles are useless.
I mean, I can't read most articles because they're behind paywalls these days.
Good point. I'm a cat of grass.
Oh,
Cat of grass?
I feel funny.
Oh no. Your controls are backwards.
What else do we do with the day? I've ordered a hammer because I would like a hammer.
Delicious ham.
Mhm.
Maybe I can go hit some rock.
Yeah.
I'll go hit rock.
You do make a point. The existence of a hammer implies a regular ham, and there it is.
It's true. I forget if we got to name our pigs. Did we get to
Oh.
name our pigs?
I named our pigs. You can
Oh,
you can
you
check
named
their
our
name. Yeah, you can check their names, and you should check their names.
Animals. Oh yeah. Grimblow, Mount of Jax, and Scrimblow, Mount of Sleet.
Mount of Sleet.
Mount of Sleet. And their babies, Bimblow and Timblow.
I panicked, okay?
Isn't that also what you named our new tractor in Farm Sim?
Yes! I also panicked.
It was an homage the second time, that's all.
No, I couldn't think of anything to call it.
Oh,
I know you're trying to give me an out,
I
but
was.
like, in all honesty, I was like, oh. Don't forget, muscles need to be worked. Sure,
Don't
bud.
forget. I'm with you in the dark.
Hey, I know that a lot of people realized this recently, but did you know that the person who sang that song in Deltarune is the same person who sang the outro song for Plants vs. Zombies?
I didn't know there was a sung outro for Plants vs. Zombies,
Oh yeah.
but I guess I do now.
There's a zombie on your lawn. There's a zombie on your lawn. There's a zombie on your lawn. We don't want zombies on your lawn.
He's gonna crush your fucking azaleas, 'cause he doesn't know how to avoid obstacles. Fucking azaleas.
Laura
Here
Shigahara, yeah.
Oh, I thought you said Lord Shigahara. I'm like, what the fuck? Neat.
Not entirely clear where the word hammer comes from, but the theories are either stone or back of a tool. Yeah, that tracks. Oh, she needs 3 days to get that juice together. God dang.
That's a lot of day juice.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to sleep.
I just got to the cave.
Oh! It's so late, though.
It is so late. It's so far away. These days feel incredibly short.
Mm-hmm.
It's because it's 65 million BC and the Earth is closer to the sun?
Probably.
Checks notes. Yeah, that's how that happened.
How much closer?
I meant it was spinning faster, is what I meant to say. But it came out really bad.
I mean, it's kind of still spinning if you look at it from a certain frame of reference.
The Earth? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sure is. It sure is still spinning.
No, I mean, in what you said, like,
Oh.
it's closer to the sun. Still kind of talking about spinning. Look, I'm trying to give you an out, just like you tried to give me an out.
I don't understand the out you gave me, though.
That's good. That makes two of us.
That's how my grandma used to understand the second floor of the house always being warmer.
Closer
She
to
said
the
it's
sun.
because it was closer to the sun. Oh, we're gonna invent laundry next. Oh boy, I'm excited for that.
No, we're not going to invent it. We're just going to do it. We're psyching ourselves up to do it.
Oh god, I know that feeling.
It's currently all sitting on a chair. The ham the meat, new Sonic the Hedgehog character, is derived from the word for leg. Yeah? Ham bone, ham... Yeah,
Ham hock.
that tracks. Ham hock.
A race is happening today.
No!
What?
I accidentally chopped a thing with my axe and it removed it.
Shit.
Oh, that was a carrot. Ah, beans.
Shit.
I chopped it down a carrot.
Killed it.
Oh well, we got wheat now. I didn't even learn anything from that.
No wheat knowledge.
I mean, our wheat knowledge has increased a little bit just from acquiring the wheat, but it could do with it being increased further.
That's fair. Can't wait until we can learn to make that wheat stinky in a very particular way.
Oh yeah. Do you think we're gonna get to do that?
I'm pretty sure. Didn't we see that there was like a whole thing about developing beer?
Ooh, probably, yeah. Fermentation is important. There we go. So, race is happening today. Talk to Oka before dark if you want to participate. Okay. Oh, and my flint hammer's ready.
Huzzah.
Crying. Where is my flint hammer haver? Oh. By the fire. Do you want to race?
Sure.
Oh, view score and prizes. Oh my god. First prize, fruit platter. Second prize, compote. Third prize, wild tomato.
Ah,
Oh, amazing. Oh my god, there's a bunch of different racetracks.
ah.
Yeah, let's start a race. Flint Hammer is a really good name for a hardboiled detective, you're so right. Waiting for others.
A thing for waiters.
Oh, this pig don't slow down.
Big mushrooms.
This pig has no brakes.
Whoops.
I'll maintain our honor.
So you can't use the sprint to mushroom boost through,
Oh no!
through the dirt patches.
Tragically, no. Oh well, first and third, that's respectable.
Pretty good.
Oh
Hey,
yeah,
wait.
absolutely.
The underpants that she was flying around.
Oh, I guess they've invented that.
Ah, I got third place in Big Bear.
Oh, I got 3 fruit platters.
Ah, I had tomato.
Well,
Yeah, basically.
okay. Well, I guess there's nothing else to do but go to the cave, huh?
Seems like it.
I love that the pig just walks out from behind the tree.
Yeah, that's really good. What happens if you cut that tree down?
I'm sure it'll just fade into view.
We can never cut that tree. We can't break the immersion.
Immersion of pig.
Immersion of all pigs being in a quantum state of existing behind that tree.
Oh man. There's a lot of good games coming out, like, this week.
Yeah, I know. I don't have time for any of them.
Yeah. Like, we've got Leg of Zeg at the weekend. We've got, Void Train on Wednesday, which looks exquisitely like our jam.
Yeah, you know, I've been we've known about that for a while, and I've been very patiently waiting for that to come out. I haven't thought about it or looked at it in a very long time, and it went from what I was assuming to be just raft, but on a train in the void of nothingness, to something that feels a lot more than that in a very exciting way.
Yeah, at least by way of the trailers, which can be deceptive. So
Very true.
we'll see. We'll see.
Hold torch to that on.
Oh, is this cave changed up?
Oh, is it different?
Maybe?
Is it cave different?
Or maybe I
TM?
wandered a different way this time.
Oh,
Okay, here's some rocks that we can hit, so I guess let's hit these rocks.
you.
Yep, there we go.
Oh, good.
kind of... Yeah, there you found it.
Yep.
Oh, hello, is that coal?
Oh,
A heavy and sharp rock, obsidian.
oh, it's Basiglian.
Ooh, Acre will know what to do with these rocks.
And a little almo.
Ooh. Hey, wait a minute. Yeah, that's definitely not how obsidian works, I don't think.
It's deeply probably.
Also, yeah, obsidian is a glass, it shouldn't be that heavy. And it's ingenious. Please correct me,
No,
Fuck.
it's true. They're ingenious.
Okay.
Amazing volcano inventions.
Wow, it's made.
Wow. it's
Consider, cave people not know what going on. True. But we live on an island, not in cave. We just visit in cave.
made.
Owl. Coal wouldn't be that useful game-wise. True.
Yeah.
Game-wise, Samji. Call his rock name Obsidian. Thog don't care.
That not opening grog expect.
Oh, what the fuck?
To hit more rock. Don't.
Don't eat that entire garlic.
Don't eat a full garlic.
Do you have a food that's not a garlic?
No.
Then I guess I'm following you around because I'm out of stamina.
Oh, well, you can eat the garlic.
No, you said I couldn't.
And now I'm saying you can.
Unlock my garlic inhibitors. Wario would want you to eat that whole garlic.
It's true. Well, horse pucky.
Are you out of energy?
No, it's just we flew all the way to hit one rock and that opened up the other door.
Oh, there's a man here. I think
Here
this
there's
is...
a man.
I don't know why Don's scared of coming in this room. This power is still out of reach.
Oh, we have to
Bear
find
witness.
bears and high five them.
Oh,
Speaking of obsidian, blah.
amazing joke. Thank you.
Thank you.
You've eaten an entire glove of garlic before?
Glove of garlic. The famed glove of garlic.
Lets you do
Lets
some...
you lick a car.
Lets you do some horrible things to an automobile. Do drugs, fight a bear. Yeah?
I'm tired.
Oh no!
Absurd spaghetti.
Well... Wait, can I not?
Yay, I love to eat whole garlic.
It's kind of scrunched my eyes up. I'm not sure that I do love to eat whole entire garlic.
Wario is so proud of you.
I know, I was thinking about Wario. He's who helped me power through that whole clove of garlic.
It's either Wario or Liar Exaggerate.
Oh yeah, he loves garlic.
He fucking loves that garlic. He's on that garlic train. He's on that garlic phone.
Oh, we need a stronger tool for this.
I think if we hit... Oh, yeah, maybe there is a...
Well...
Obsidian axe, maybe.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that would make some sense. Okay, You saying, "Today, you gonna win," just makes me think of Wario giving, like, a high school graduation talk. Or, like, a university graduation? I don't know. I flunked the fuck out of a university.
You can't honestly expect me to have any memories from that part of my life, do you?
Fair.
It's all gone. It's all just a JPEG of Wario whenever I try to call any of those up.
Like, isn't that a thing in some universities? Like, they get a former president or something to...
Yeah, they get like a famous graduate to
criminal.
come back and give a speech about believing in yourself or some garbage.
I hope that Sonic gives a speech about believing in myself.
I hope that things work out okay.
Me too. I love you.
An obsidian hammer, that would be amazing.
Hey,
It
I found a
works
cool
great.
rock. Hey, I found a cool rock.
Can we make a hammer out of it?
Did kind of look like I just tried to murder her with a hammer. A little bit. It's fine. Nobody saw it.
Did you know that obsidian is so incredibly sharp that some people still use them for scalpels?
I believe it.
I don't think it's routine practice, but you can buy an obsidian scalpel.
Ah. I'm excited by the prospect of laundry. What is that going to look like? I mean, you do say that a hammer made out of glass wouldn't be that helpful, but it's really good in Morrowind.
It's true. That's magic obsidian, though.
No, it's
Wizard obsidian.
It's wizard in glass.
It's wizard in glass. Ultimate is glass swords that break after one hit. Yeah. So does well, Necrodancer had all those glass things that break when I get hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, those beets look ready.
Oh, we have produced regular carrots. We now have carrot seeds, not just wild carrot seeds.
Ooh. That's exciting.
I guess that means that we've got potatoes seeds that are no longer wild potatoes. We're no longer sowing wild oats and potatoes.
Oh. Wow.
Okay.
Thank you. Boy, it looked like you touched me.
Flavor blasted you with that water. Our mild oats. What'd she say? What'd she say?
Oh, you found a black rock. I've never seen this mineral before. I wonder what kind of tools we could make. What kind of obsidian tools to use?
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Poop. How dare you?
What?
No, we put the poop in our food box. Everybody.
Regret.
I will make you regret this. Speaking of, though, I have a piece of obsidian right here with me.
Oh.
I was playing it before stream, remember? And getting it lost on my
Oh yeah.
black tabletop.
Stream goes good so far. We're just chilling
Yeah,
like villains
we're
with Pacha.
caving. We're caving. We're manning.
Mhm,
We're crowing. We're magnoning.
mhm.
We're magnanimous.
We're yeah. What you said.
Yeah, what I said. Obsidian swords made into similar manner to shark tooth swords. Yeah, they would. You get them in like points. You sharpen like little triangle teeth, and then you make kind of a jagged sword rather than one big long, very brittle blade.
Mhm. Okay, what do we have to do today? I guess forage or
Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of just traipsing around in the savannah now. Yeah, the macahuitl.
Mhm.
Macahuitl. Mandrakes, ooh.
Oh dang.
I got screamy baby vegetables. Oh boy, and some more poob.
Yay!
So excited.
Nearly flavor blasted that boar there.
Oh, you know what we should do if we can?
Yeah.
Can we get another animal barn?
Oh yeah, we sure can. We should. Let me talk to Build-A-Lore Blurk Shop. And see what. Yeah. Clothes should be practical. My shirt looks like a shirt. The end. Cool, dude. Build a shed. Shed buildo.
I want to bring these mammoths back with us so bad.
Oh my god, yes. Good place to put it. Oh, mammoths are pets. Okay. Huh.
Oh.
Do you think our mom's allergic to mammoths as well?
I think her house might be allergic to the mammoths.
Oh, I got confused which was my inventory and which was the thing. There we go. Okay. Another type of pet, you have to go deep into the caves to get them. Oh, intrigue.
Ooh. Oh, hey, I found the fire people's camp.
Oh, sweet.
It's out here in the savannah.
Say hi to them for me, I guess.
It is so.
Thank
Ooh, I found a place that definitely has little climbable rocks on it that we can't get up. We have to
Ooh.
invent. We have to invent climbing gear.
Or Klimbobly tendril.
Crying.
My favorite segment. I bully you with jokes that the chat just has no possible chance of getting.
Bully me for a word I said funny like 4 years ago. Uh,
Look, it's either that or I bully you for one bon trombonist.
thought that was his name.
I'm afraid it wasn't. but it was hilarious.
I live to please.
Oh, hey, Grandpa. I guess that's why that spot's reserved, huh? Son of a bitch.
What are you doing to Grandpa?
I'm just building a fence around him, I guess.
It's for the best.
Needs to be contained. This is not a place of honor.
Same seeds.
Oh, yeah, our 2 animal barns are placed so well.
Oh boy.
Oh, I guess just littering a place where there's tools. Cool. Cool, dude.
Tools.
Tool cool.
For school.
Why do you suppose this lady's hammer's green?
Because it's not ripe yet.
Okay. When does it hatch?
She has 5 days.
Horrifying, thank you.
Smiling.
See, Malachite's probably a good answer.
Malachite. Yeah.
Anyway, I go to bed.
You go to bed. It is 7:15 of the evening.
I go to bed. There's nothing else to do today.
We
want to see what
beat
laundry.
Old Man Oldman to bed. Well, we don't get to do laundry yet. We haven't invented stinking up our clothes.
Man, why did we invent sweat? That was
That was
Someone
a bad
was-
mistake on our part.
someone was just real nasty back in history and was like, I need something to smell.
Like, yeah, some dirty birds. Like, it'd be really hot. If my partner just stunk up the hut.
It's my favorite Star Wars character.
Grody. Oh,
It's invented so girl could stink good. Ah, you're so right though, actually.
right though. I still wish we'd gone the canine route and just had big tongue.
Mm-hmm.
Those look like mature matates.
How's our tomato knowledge, anyways?
I don't know, I can't speak Italian.
Yeah, we got tomato. Did our regular
Still
tomato?
coming up
Did our
as
wild?
tomatoes.
All right. I guess it doesn't tell us what type of seeds in the ground.
Yeah.
Hey, Grandpa, tell us about our tomato knowledge.
Dried quinoa? No, I can't. Okay.
Yeah, we know about tomatoes well enough, I guess.
Maybe it's. I mean, there's still the old cultivar that we have growing in there.
Yeah, true. There are many benefit to Big Tongue, it's true.
I think I went to a school with a Benny benefit.
Uh-huh. Do go on. Please expand on this.
Oh, sure. Yeah, he
Uh-huh.
got expelled
Oh.
for
Uh-huh.
times. Gotcha. You were expecting a different four.
Usually that's a one and done thing, or was it at different schools?
It was on a technicality.
Uh-huh.
He was expelled, but the first time he got expelled was because he snuck into the science lab and got involved in a cloning machine accident.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So then his other clones also got expelled.
They were born with original sin, I see.
Exactly. As are we all.
That's a lie. Be free.
Be free.
The press worked better than I thought. I also tried it on an almond and made tasty milk out of it. You'll have to try it. Take this one. I'll make another. Oh boy, I can't wait to press all sorts of things.
I milked the press.
Ah.
Well, I have a bunch of fun shells.
Funchals.
Funchals.
Any fruit, any tree fruit, some root, some vegetable, any seed, olive,
Where-
avocado, some
Get
grain, almond, coconut, any animal meat, seaweed.
Where
what
did
you
we
say?
get that single olive that we have anyway?
Tree, I think, probably.
Yeah, but which tree?
Olive tree.
Mean.
Okay, what do I have in my inventory? Well, I was able to make Oh, what's one of those?
It's a squib.
Ah, stole it from the world's first and saddest Italian. Oh, mamma mia.
To invent mamas and mias now.
Can we milk the thistle?
Yummy. No, but we could make a really cool arrow out of it if we were tiny.
Oh, it's true. Oh, now that PC good, we should try and do more grounded.
We should.
Okay, no. There was a small dark passenger that just wanted to see what happened if I tried to dry an olive, and what happens is the game says no.
Oh. Prank raisin.
Tragically, I also cannot milk thistles or pine seeds, and you can't put poop in the press either.
Oh.
Oh, olive trees are in the savannah. Okay, that makes sense.
Do you have any size you can put in it?
What?
Do you have any size you can put in it? In the press?
Any size in the press?
Yeah. Oh, is it not a cypress?
Fuck me. God damn it. Son of a bitch. You are forbidden from making pressed poop, as it turns out.
This is not
Literally
called
1984. Game is pretty preoccupied with poop.
My favorite thing to come out of that game still is that one comic of the dark gods or whatever chiding the lamb for basically making a big daycare rather than a satanic cult.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, come on, that's not what it is. And then one of the villagers runs up crying, being like, I throwed up. Okay, let's go clean it up together. Yay!
I can't trade with those folks just yet.
Would you be interested in a trade agreement with England?
Oh. Ooh, can I make pomegranate juice?
Yummy. Oh,
Thunus.
Thunus.
Isn't that bloke from Marvel?
He's gonna snarp.
Shit, that's our line.
Oh no. I feel like there was somebody whom we decided was going to be called Snorpicles, and I don't remember who.
In this game?
Not in here, but somewhere. Somewhere we had a Snorpicles.
Oh, just somewhere in the fullness
Somewhere
of
in
existence.
our rich video game lore.
I see.
Our personal video game lore.
I see.
As in Dr. Brainstein.
Oh. It's Dr. Noah Brainenstein, inventor of science, PhD. Jokes specifically just for us.
We probably talked about it in our 7 Days to Die streams.
Almost certainly. But only briefly because it's an in-joke. Which means...
Which means it's not actually funny for... What? A bubber charm.
Yeah, it's for pressing things.
Holy... What the... Oh, that's an olive. I thought that was obsidian. This juice hurts when I eat it.
Thunus, do the snarp. You're gonna kill Rupert down me.
Oh, Donis, do the snark. Robert Dumpy, wait.
Iron Man's got a butt of steel.
Oh.
Oh, I see the climby zone that you were talking about. That's
Oh,
exciting.
yeah. The E-zone.
Hmm. Butt of steel, and clearly he does have an air fryer. Oh yeah, and then there's this funny little cave, which I'm assuming there's probably going to be some fast travel or something at some point, right?
That's what I kind of thought too, because there's a cave at the beach with another one of those, and I'm wondering if it lets you warp between them.
Be wild. It kind of takes you to the farthest reaches of space. I definitely should have been using that map more often, rather than just wandering around aimlessly. Oh, well. It's late and we've both got streamer brain. We're allowed to play the video game badly. Poop!
Exactly. Oh boy!
This is gonna be useful someday. Hey, has either of us cleaned out the animals lately?
So I'm gonna preface that with you have to do that?
Yeah.
Oh. They look happy enough.
And there's not a big pile of poop in their shed?
I don't see a giant poop.
Then it's okay.
Yay! I love okay things. Let's see, are they actually ready to shear? 2 days.
Iron Man was
2
trans
more
and wanted to
days.
change her hero name. Would she be female? Excellent. Perfect. No notes. Meow. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, making pomegranate juice.
Yummy.
Oh, yumskers.
Oh, mushroom juice.
No such luck. Sorry, chat, I'm indecisive. There. I need to put these in there too.
Should go looking for those shells more often. They're worth a surprising amount.
Mm-hmm. Thanks to Stardew Valley, my instinct is to hoard so much stuff.
I know.
Like, everything in that game is used for crafting, just about, and some of that stuff doesn't become useful until late game, and it's so useful to just stockpile a million billion of whatever. But it seems like everything you can forage in this game is fairly well available. Ooh, crushing it.
Crushing it.
Acre has a plan for her new workstation. Dari had a happy accident in the kitchen and was hoping you could help. Kroll has finished building.
Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
Banana.
Banana.
We leveled up our quinoa.
Quinoa.
It's a red panda that's particularly eager.
Wow. Garlic juice. Garlic juice. Garlic juice.
Scare. Scare. Frighten. Scare. Oh, we even got some good quality beans. Interesting.
Oh, I sure do.
Come to Girl Stream Team. We've got good quality beans.
I'm inventing Italy.
Oh, you're juicing those tomatoes?
Yeah. Delicious. Okay, no garlic juice. Can you make dried garlic? Can you make smoked garlic?
Surely you can make smoked garlic.
Can't smoke a garlic. What would be the opposite of Stardew? Dirt dry. Dirt dry mountain. Isn't that a level in Mario Kart?
I think dry desert. Wait, no, that's dry docks in Mario 64, isn't it?
Could have been misnomed too, because those docks were wet as fuck.
Yeah, they kind of were, huh? There was Wet Dry World, that was occasionally dry.
It's true. Wow, can't make anything with any of these foods.
I know. I'm hoping that one of these ideas is like, hey, let's grind some stuff. No, I don't want to give you beans. Maybe I'll give you a salad. Ah, I can find a use for this, thanks. Cool.
Cool. I can give you maybe a hint as to what sort of
Yeah.
use that might be.
I knew this black rock was going to make great tools the first time I saw it. I haven't been able to finish designs, it's been hard to focus at home, so I thought our tools deserve a place of their own, and so do I. Where do you think that spot should be? Okay, well,
Ooh, stonework shop
yeah, looks like.
for nap time, but with a K.
Exactly.
Oh god, I'm getting a cutscene.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh my god, you're in it.
Oh boy. Kroll will start working on it as soon as he can. When the new tool area is built, have place tool designs ready.
Oh, it's fucking up your sprite. There you go. It was trying to make you sit, but you were standing, and it was just having a bad time.
Hello, I was supposed to do the sweeping.
That's okay.
I don't mind.
Go rest, Egg Rourke. I'm almost done.
But
Ilo, what are you doing?
Sweeping. The herbs I gathered are drying in the kitchen.
I already told you Vodo was going to get those.
I was out, so I figured I might as well.
You can't try to do everything. Hey, Synthwave Nightbeat, good to see you.
Yeah. Ripe old caveman age of like 30. Yeah, these guys are 24. Boo! I'm not.
You're going to burn yourself out, or worse, get injured. If you burn out your candle, you have no light for you or anyone else. I'm not teaching you any more healing until you learn to share the work.
Meatballs.
Yay. Has chat said anything god-awful today? I don't think so. I don't remember being upset.
To yesterday, they've been quite above board. That's so unfair. I'm just trying to help.
You should listen to her.
Her.
Just both of us at the same time. You should listen to her.
Maybe that's just more than others. I'll be fine. Besides, I'm sure she'll want my help later.
Take it from us, we are of an age. Relax. You fool. Okay, let's find Dari.
Yare.
Dari, Yari, Daze.
Oh, whoops. Hey, Knock. I haven't met you yet. Sorry.
Whoops.
Lived our whole life together.
I accidentally cooked the most interesting thing. My grain container only had the crushed up bits on the bottom, and I made the most delicious meal with it. The rock I used for seasonings is too small and would take way too long to crush enough grain. If I had some stones, I think I could make something that could work even better.
Oh.
Oh, we need like one more grain.
I know Willow is just trying to help, but that girl needs a twink. I mean to think.
Do you have like one quinoa?
I don't have a quinoa.
No.
I've got his quinoa.
Well, we are going to learn how to grind some grain, though, by the sounds of it.
Sweet. Oh, I just realized that
Huh?
our grandpa at the seed shop's got tree seeds for sale too, fruit tree seeds.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Also, yeah, we need to get some goats or something about this.
Yeah. What do you think would be milkable in this game?
Certainly, we can milk goats.
Hmm.
Gorts.
It's like 2 entire people that I've not met in this village yet.
Oops.
I don't know enough about Daria to make a guess about stands.
Daria, like the cartoon girl,
Yeah,
maybe?
yeah.
Um. I don't actually know anything about her either, so I'm gonna say it was Green Day's Basket Case. It's Basket Case is her
Fair
name.
enough. So is an ibex milkable, do you think? Are these goat enough?
Better be. They sure seem to be pretty goat.
Well, I guess we'll find out. You want to invite it to the clan? Yes, absolutely. Okay, we gotta get the babies as well.
Yes. Need to move the whole family in.
Mm-hmm.
Is that their only baby?
I think there's another one around, but I'm not sure.
Oh, yep, I see it. Oh god, they have 2 children.
That's okay. We got 4 spaces.
Oh god, they have 4 children.
Oh no. Oh, and I didn't attune with that one well enough to bring it back home. Uh-oh.
Oh no. They were just about to move out anyway.
Yeah, they're fine. It's fine.
They're fine. Don't swear, but oh god, I think I found a 5th one too.
God,
So many babies.
run away. We have to avoid accountability for our actions.
we can't feel bad for these digital pixel ibexes,
But
we do. Sorry, what was that? It's wise to be slow to trust a cave. They say they're empty, but they're cave lion. God damn it.
What?
You
What?
salty bitch.
What? What?
He invented the pun.
Motherfuck.
They say it's empty, but they're cave lion.
Oh, I see. We're about to invent war, I think.
Yeah. Oh, I have an idea. It's called Cass's Belly.
That's interesting. You're finding carrot seeds out there now, not wild carrot seeds. I think.
I'm hoping that's how it works. That we've just kind of upgraded the seed in general.
Yeah.
It doesn't necessarily make sense, but we don't really have another way to get seeds.
Except from Grandpa, I guess.
Yeah, well, Grandpa can shove it.
I don't know, it's a little weird. A little weird with it.
It is a little weird. Grandpa can accept my unwarranted hostility.
Anyway,
Man,
good night,
it's just
Grandpa.
weird. These days feel really short.
I think they are kind of short. I'm honestly okay with it. Like, Stardew Valley's days were a decent length, but I think that the game world in this is maybe a little bit smaller, so...
Yeah, that might be the case. It just feels like I've had a couple days now. I'm like, I'm gonna loop my way around to the cave and just hit some rocks for a bit, and I get there and it's like 9 p.m.
yeah. Hopefully there's some way we can get there quicker in future. Anyway, I go to bed.
How could you? I've never heard of goes to bed.
you must be the sleepiest girl in the world.
So close to understanding laundry.
Speaking
We're
of
getting
goes
close to the house o'clock.
Yep. Speaking of goes to bed, I think it's time that we goes to bed.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm so full of energy.
I have to wonder what the goes back a few steps button does. Like, does that just let you undo some days?
I'm curious about that too. It's a neat idea.
Mm-hmm.
It might just be like I fuckled up, and it lets you go back a couple of minutes to unfuckle yourself.
Yeah, maybe. That would make sense.
Oh,
Well, thank you all for coming along. It's been a lovely stream. And,
stretching, dying.
yeah, get you some stretches in. Yeah, watch the VOD. I'm starting to get VODs up on YouTube as well again. Finally broke through the oh, I don't want to do this. So yeah, those will be dripping up in one at a time, one per day for a bit, hopefully. Anyway, I think we're gonna go raid Melody Burst, who is currently playing Sonic Adventure, which I'm excited. Also, hydrate.
Oh, that I can do.
What's our raid phrase?
Cups. It's got to be something about potato knowledge.
Oh yes. There we go. Our potato knowledge is unmatched. There we are. There's the raid phrase. Thanks again, y'all. Take care. Have a good rest of your nights, and we'll see you again soon.
We'll see you then.
Bye. Mwah.